I matched the couch.
Yes, you kind of. But you
blend in.
Not really. But you know, this is the first time you worked with Woody, right?
It is.
Woody Allen.
Hopefully not the last.
And I was reading that you were his first choice for this role. You're absolutely great in this film. We saw it. It's wonderful. But you were nervous to work with him and scared. And what is that about? You're the most brilliant actress. What were you worried about?
I think, you know, he has such a reputation. And if any of you have seen that incredible documentary on him, every single actor says you get 1 or 2 takes and that's it. So you have to be on. Wow. And there's no post-production. So if it doesn't happen, it just doesn't happen. So it's a bit
pressure.
I actually was in a movie with him. I found him to be so easy to work with. He hardly gave anyone any notes or anything. He just let you do your thing.
He tells you, I mean, on the first day, Peter Sarsgaard and I were shooting a scene, and he came up to me. We did 8 takes, and I thought, oh, something's wrong. And he said to me, as if he was talking about someone else, he said, it's awful. It's awful. And I said, oh, okay. So, I mean, he's very clear about what he doesn't like.
Wow.
Oh, I hadn't heard that. I have to ask you before we get back to that. I love this movie because I love movies about rich people who lose it all or poor people who get it all. It's like, you know, and we won't go through it all. You're a rich person who loses it all.
Loses it, yes.
But while I have you here, you are Australian. I'm leaving Whoopi out. I know her feelings about the royal baby. Does it matter to you? Don't make a face.
I haven't done sugar.
Okay. Do you care?
Well, I mean, I'm a mother of 3, so 3 boys. So that's a pretty special bond. But it's you hope that they can.
And Australia is still.
Well, we're
part of the empire.
you know, we're a colony, so. But I think
do they revere the Queen in Australia the way the Brits do? I mean,
well, we've got a Queen-appointed position, which is the Governor-General, and the Governor-General actually ousted the Prime Minister. I know this is not a particularly political show, but that was a big bone of contention. But still, the Queen is the figure.
The Queen is the Queen.
The Queen is the Queen.
Okay.
So, Kate, I want to bring it back around to the movie again because I thought it was so interesting because it seems like your character is a lot like Ruth Madoff, who's the wife of convicted swindler Bernie Madoff. Did you at all base anything of your character on Ruth Madoff?
Oh, that's a Mexican soap opera, that affair. I mean, that's a whole other. I mean, you could take a 12-part miniseries on that. But no, I mean, like everybody, I followed the unraveling of that epic scandal. And of course, that's in the ether. And what happens to Jasmine, you know, who's living a fantasy life on the Upper East Side? Right. Her demise has happened to many
These
women.
days.
Yeah, whose identity is so bound up in her partner.
Tell her husband, the no good husband.
Alec Baldwin.
Can I ask you, because I want to.
He does a great job.
Yeah.
He's absolutely good.
But you also have Louis C.K. and you have Andrew Dice Clay, which is fantastic.
I know that. I mean, look, in terms of being nervous about working with, they're amazing in it. And but when you hear that they're in the film, you know, because Woody's the guy who made Bananas, but he also made Interiors, and so it's hard to know what the tone of the piece is going to be. And then you hear these guys are in it, but their work is so surprising and unexpected.
He's coming here tomorrow, Andrew Dice Clay, so we'll get to ask him about it too.
Kate, you're getting rave reviews for the film. Congratulations on that. But I've read that you don't read any of your reviews. Why not?
I don't know what to do with praise. I know what to do with criticism because you can do something about it.
Okay, so the film's okay.
It's awful.
It's all right, Kate. You know, you're all right. You know, not exceptional.
Do you read the criticism, Kate? Do you read that?
I don't. Look, if you believe the bad, you've got to believe the good, and vice versa.
So you just stay off of it.
Keep working.
Keep moving on.
Do you know why Woody chose you? Did he tell you?
Because I'm amazing.
That's what they all think.
She's perfect. Oh my God.
Maybe he didn't get his. I don't know.
He's not in it. Do you think he should have been in the movie?
I did ask him that.
Yeah.
I said,
there's no real part for him.
but he had such an understanding and compassion for Jasmine's situation. And, you know, her delusional fantasy, because she's a very deluded, broken individual.
Like Streetcar Named Desire.
Yes, because I played Blanche on stage. And whilst, you know, that wasn't a direct reference and Woody never discussed it, you did think about it. But I thought Woody would have played it brilliantly. I'd love to see him play a woman.
Who, Jasmine?
And he actually, in a film, Sleeper, he played Blanche Dubois in a little tiny section. And Diane Keaton
Don't give up the role, though.
Kate, well, we're so glad you did it because awful you are not, never.
No.
So thank you so much for coming by. We want to thank Cate Blanchett. Blue Jasmine will be in select theaters on Friday. We'll be right back.